Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Oxhorn and I'm really excited today to share with you 13 of the best Brotherhood of Steel mods. Most of these mods are for the PC, but there are a few Xbox One mods in here when available. To come up with this list, I combed the Nexus and Bethesda.net to find the mods that I felt were the best. For this selection, I wanted all the mods to be lore-friendly and to change mainly cosmetic things or to fix bugs in the game, or things that I at least consider to be bugs. Most of them are utilitarian, but some of them are cosmetic, like texture replacers. First on the list today is a really fun one called Brotherhood of Steel Vertibird by Jothanzel. This gives the vertibirds in the game a bunch of different paint jobs. There's the Brotherhood of Steel Vertibird Ad Victoriam Edition. This is the only one without teeth, which come in with the next one, the Ad Victoriam Edition teeth. It adds shark-like teeth to the vertibirds, which is something that pilots in bygone days used to do to their vehicles during wartime. It's got the Brotherhood of Steel logo on it and a bunch of relevant text. The next one is the black and red version, which is very beautiful. He also has a black and yellow one, which really stands out, and my personal favorite, the silver and yellow edition. You have to download the one that you want to use. Sadly, vertibirds don't spawn randomly with these paint jobs. You have to pick one, and then all vertibirds in the game will assume the paint job. A really excellent mod. Thank you, Jothanzel. Next up is Prydwen Quarters by Eleonora. This mod is essential to a Brotherhood of Steel playthrough, in my personal opinion. Settlement building is for the Minutemen. I've always felt that. Many may disagree, but in my opinion, there's no need to do settlement building unless you're with the Minutemen. So for my Brotherhood of Steel character, I wanted to spend all of my time in the Prydwen. When you finally get your Prydwen Quarters, you're so excited, only to realize that you can't craft in there, you can't access the workshop, there are no workbenches, and the worst thing is that none of the workbenches on the blimp itself are connected with each other, which means that to do anything, you've got to have an inventory full of scrap and then move it from one workbench to the other as you do edits. Completely impractical for Fallout 4. But this mod changes all of that. Not only has Eleonora completely outfitted your Prydwen Quarters to look beautiful and lived in, but she includes a bunch of workstations inside that all communicate with each other, so they share the same inventory, and the workbenches out in the Prydwen are also connected to it. So if you didn't want to use the workbenches in your quarters, you could just leave your power armor outside with all of the other Brotherhood of Steel soldiers and edit it at any time, or edit any of your weapons and armor, because those workbenches share inventory with the ones in your quarters. It also shares inventory with the Boston Airport settlement. So let's say you wanted to do up the Boston Airport, turn it into like a Brotherhood of Steel barracks or something. Any scrap you put in there will be shared with your player home on the Prydwen and all of the workbenches on the Prydwen. An absolutely essential mod. Very cool. Thank you, Eleonora. I should mention at the same time that there's another great mod for home plate that does the same thing. Before you join the Brotherhood of Steel, you're going to need to store your stuff somewhere, and what I did in my playthrough is I stored everything at my home plate player home. The problem is the same. The workbench inside the player home does not communicate with the crafting stations out in the marketplace, and this mod fixes it. Diamond City Workbenches by Illumination is an essential mod for people who are still early in the game. I should mention that Eleonora has produced a faction housing overhaul all-in-one mod, which not only includes the Prydwen Quarters, but the same thing for the Institute, Vault 81, the Railroad, the Castle, and I believe that one is the most recently up-to-date. So if you want to play our home for other characters who might have sided with the Institute, for example, that's a good one to install. But if all you're doing is playing the Brotherhood of Steel, then you can install the other one. Next up is the Boston Airport Workbench Fix. The Boston Airport is a nice little settlement, but sadly it comes with many restrictions. You can't plant crops or put down water, you can't put down a recruitment beacon so you can't get settlers. In the vanilla game, you can't actually turn it into a settlement. It's really just a crafting place to maybe make a player home. This mod aims to fix that. You now can recruit settlers and turn it into a fully fledged settlement. Like I said earlier, I really don't see any point to making settlements unless you're allied with the Minutemen, but what I intend to do at some point is turn my Boston Airport into a Brotherhood of Steel barracks, and for barracks, you need soldiers who live there, so you might need to recruit settlers and turn them into Brotherhood of Steel soldiers using this mod, who will then live at the Boston airport. A pretty cool mod. Thank you, JDB1776. Next up is Brotherhood of Steel Paintjobs for XO1 Power Armor by Hawkter. This is my absolute favorite XO1 paint job for the Brotherhood of Steel. It comes in a variety of different styles, so check out the images on the mod before choosing which one to install. This is my favorite one because I love the orange color on the snout of the helmet. It's rusty, it doesn't look new, it looks like it's been in battle. It's such a great little paint job that I really wanted to highlight this by itself. It's annoying that the only Brotherhood of Steel paint jobs in the game are for the T60 suit of armor, which means that you ever want to upgrade to the XO1, which is the best suit of power armor in the game, you can't rock the Brotherhood of Steel colors. This mod fixes it. I should also mention Consistent Power Armor Overhaul by Boarddraw. This mod adds a Brotherhood of Steel paint job for all of the different suits of power armor in the game, including the early ones, the T45, the T51. This is great for those of you who are still playing an early character. You joined the Brotherhood of Steel, but you haven't gotten a T60 set, and you still want to rock your Brotherhood of Steel colors on your power armor. You can install this mod and rock on. Next on the list is Ultimate HD Flag Replacer by Dude. This gives the Brotherhood of Steel flag in the game a much-needed texture improvement. The one in the game is sickly and disgusting. You've got this urine-colored orange flag, and the holes don't look realistic, and the icon is faded and gray. It's absolutely horrible. This mod fixes it. It gives you a beautiful new Brotherhood of Steel flag with normal maps that match. It sharpens the Brotherhood of Steel logo, and it's a replacer, so it works on all flags currently existing in the game. Very well done, Dude. Next up is Combat Helmet Illumination by AndySan84. It's weird, you see the combat armor helmet in the game and it's got this lamp on top of it, but it doesn't actually work. The Brotherhood of Steel spawn with the combat armor helmets, but they never turn on the light. What's up with that? This mod fixes the combat armor lamp so that it actually works. You can take any combat armor helmet to a workbench and you can choose what color of light you want to come out of the lamp, just like you can with power armor. Then to get it to work, just press tab on your keyboard like you would turn on your Pip-Boy light, and instead of your Pip-Boy, the torch on your helmet turns on and off. Now the mod does say that he adds these new helmets with working lights to the Brotherhood of Steel leveled lists. The problem is that it doesn't work for games where you've already encountered the Brotherhood of Steel. If Brotherhood of Steel NPCs have already spawned in your game, then their helmets will not work. There are a variety of console commands you could use to respawn them, recycle actor, resurrect, but I personally couldn't get it to work in my game. So this is great for those of you who are using combat armor as your primary player character armor, or for those of you who are starting a brand new game and have yet to meet the Brotherhood of Steel. Next up is Improved Brotherhood of Steel by THJT9, and this one is hard to show off in the game because it does so much. It's basically a patch for the Brotherhood of Steel specifically. It fixes a lot of inconsistencies in the game, such as Brotherhood of Steel members spawning with the incorrect paint job on their power armor sets. The mod author fixes it so that if a Brotherhood of Steel soldier spawns, the paint job on his suit of armor accurately reflects his rank. He also changed Proctor Teagan to sell items that are more consistent with your progress in the game. He'll sell you Brotherhood of Steel uniforms and costumes earlier, and he'll sell you higher level weapons as you get higher in the game. Vertibird pilots now wear the correct Lancer uniform instead of the Brotherhood of Steel uniform. He fixed the T60 power armor helmet mesh. There are just a lot of really cool fixes in this mod that are going to make your Brotherhood of Steel playthrough experience just a lot better. Next up is the Brotherhood of Steel Kit by Layer. The author has since abandoned this mod and made it open source so that anyone who wants to mod using this mod's assets can, but as it is, it's an excellent mod and one of the highest quality texture replacers I have yet seen in the game. The sheer magnitude of things that he has improved in this mod are really impressive. He retextured the jumpsuit, the Brotherhood of Steel jumpsuit. He didn't like the orange color it came in, so he put it in like a blackish gray gunmetal color. He improved the texture on the field scribe suits, the officer uniforms, and the Brotherhood of Steel combat armor. In my opinion, this is one of the best combat armor texture mods on the Nexus today. He improved the textures and labels for fusion cells and laser rifles that Brotherhood of Steel members frequently use, as well as a bunch of other really cool stuff. So if you want to completely retexture the Brotherhood of Steel to make them much more impressive, this is a great mod for you. It comes in 2K and 4K versions, so it'll work even for those of you who don't have a beefy computer. Next up is the Brotherhood of Steel Pilot Uniform for women by Newer Mind 43. This is a standalone costume for both vanilla bodies and CBBE bodies. The mod author didn't like the way female characters and NPCs looked in the game wearing the Brotherhood of Steel jumpsuit, so he created one of his own based on concept art by Mitchell Morehauser. It's a great little costume, it's not skimpy, it still looks good, and it has proved to be very popular with other modders on the Nexus. You can find dozens of retextures of this in a variety of different colors if you don't like the colors that came with the default mod. Another great companion to this is Brotherhood of Steel Military Cap by Timber131. This is a texture replacer for the military cap that you find in the game. It gives the cap a brand new texture with the Brotherhood of Steel logo on it, and it comes in 3 colors: green, bluish gray, and red. It's a great little addition for those of you who really want to rock the Brotherhood of Steel logo. And last but not least, we've got the Pampas Set by Ralphatas. This is a new bodysuit mod that is already extremely popular on the Nexus. Now, I do have to say that the mod comes with a few skimpy versions, which I'm not going to be showing off here, but it does come with a more modest version, which is an all-over bodysuit. I love the Brotherhood of Steel colors that it comes with. It not only comes in the right colors, the orange and brown combination, which is what we find in the game, but it's got a great leather jacket, just like the bomber jacket that comes in the game. And it has gloves, belts, boots, all sorts of great stuff. It's also computer friendly. He's got options ranging from 1K to 4K, so it'll work on beefy computers and computers that are not so beefy. Great for your player character if you're doing a Brotherhood of Steel run-through, or maybe a female companion. This mod does require the CBBE body, however, so you'll need to make sure that you have that mod installed before you use this one. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are 13 of my favorite Brotherhood of Steel mods. How did I do? Did you like this list? Were there any wonderful mods out there that I missed? I'm really enjoying my Brotherhood of Steel playthrough, and these mods make it so much more fun. I provide links to all of these mods in the description of this video, and Xbox One players never fear, I have Xbox One links in here as well for the mods that are available on the Xbox One. Again, not all of them are available on the Xbox One, but many of them are, and I provide those links where applicable. I hope you liked this video. I'm going to be doing one like it for all of the major factions: Raiders, Minutemen, Institute, and the Railroad. I produce a Fallout 4 video every single day, so subscribe to see what I make tomorrow. My topics include Fallout 4 lore and settlement building, and also, of course, mods. If you like what I do and you want to support me in a more personal way, consider becoming one of my patrons on Patreon. Patreon supporters get access to my private Discord server and a whole bunch of other cool Oxhorn perks. But more than anything, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just so glad that you're here watching my videos. Your views keep this channel alive. Be sure to leave a comment in the comment section of this video. I read every single one of them, and I respond to the best ones, and I'll see you all tomorrow bright and early with a brand new video. Thanks for watching.